Kalen Patterson, Midwest Muscle People P Real Talk in the house, Windy City Naturals. I'm actually honored. I mean, I love talking to these competitors. They work really hard. This is a man that's been doing the hard work for years after years. He's also been able to step over to the other side, as well as being a great promoter, but he's also doing a phenomenal job in judging and also passing the criteria in an understandable way for the competitors to improve.
Yes.
It's a big bridge for people that can judge fairly, but then tell the person to help them improve in a way that actually stresses, yeah, you got to get better if you want to win.
Yes.
But in a way that doesn't send them running away from the industry and the sport as a whole. You've done that for year after year. Keith, introduce yourself to the people that might not know you, but also let them know how hard it is, but easy it can be.
My name is Keith Hunter. I'm an IP pro bodybuilder.
Many times over.
Over. Promoter. I'm the promoter of the St. Louis Natural Bodybuilding Classic and the Pro Masters Cup. I'm also the promoter of the first annual Pro Masters World Championships coming up in October in Memphis, 3 weeks from today.
Charlie.
But yeah, I've been a judge for 25 years, been a competitor for 30 years, been a pro for 30 years. So as a judge, I just think it's very important that people understand the criteria.
Yes.
And I think that their coaches need to understand it, the people guiding them need to understand it. And just making something simple as bodybuilding, taking men's bodybuilding. A lot of times people will look at the biggest person on stage and expect them to win.
Yes.
And it just doesn't work that way.
No.
Symmetry, conditioning, presentation, all those things are scored and they all matter. So it's very important for competitors, athletes, and fans to understand how the show is judged and how it's won.
Yes, and by you explaining it as you go, it takes a lot of confusion away.
It does.
It also reminds people that, hey, there's more to it than just going to the gym and lifting weights.
It's more than just going to the gym and lifting heavy weights. You also need to, for the conditioning, you got to do cardio. Of course, we know how important it is to gain muscle size and leanness. The nutrition is such a huge part of it. But then nowadays, for a pro or a top amateur not to be attending a posing class or a posing seminar and getting help, it's just insane to me.
Yes.
When I see people with great physiques get on stage and they can't present themselves properly, you can lose. It's possible. You can lose 1, 2, maybe 3 places just by not being able to present yourself properly. So all those things matter, and as a judge, as a promoter, as an athlete myself, I do everything I can do to reach out. You know, I'm a coach as well.
Yes.
So reaching out to even my own athletes and letting them understand, if you don't show up to posing class, you're cheating yourself.
Yeah.
So presentation is a big thing, and we even seen it today on stage. People not necessarily, unfortunately, it happened, you know.
And as a judge, you can only score what's presented.
And it doesn't always make people happy, but as a judge, it's reality and it's part of the sport. So you have to be able to face the athlete, and I'm always, I will be happy to talk, even when they don't want it. I'm happy to talk to every athlete and tell them exactly what I think.
And exactly what they need to hear. And a lot of times, it's a hard truth, people.
It is.
It's a hard truth, but you still need to hear it to get better.
Right. So I think it's always important for athletes, even if you have a coach, it's good to attend another seminar, posing seminar, be around some other athletes, just getting some feedback from different people. But ultimately, if you're working with the coach, listen to what they're telling you.
Yes.
You know, work with them, give them some time to learn your physique.
Exactly.
You know, because I've seen so much of the coach hopping.
Yes.
You know, jumping from coach to coach
and
the new next best, right?
Their physiques look like it.
So just have some confidence in somebody you believe in. Talk to those people and let them guide you for a couple of years. Give them an opportunity to really learn and understand your physique and how it works. So that's important. But I'm glad to see you all here today.
Oh, yes, sir. Keith Hunter, great judge, great human being, and just a phenomenal person altogether.
I love the sport.
Oh, yes, he does.
You know, so it
I
means
can piggyback
everything
that
to
one.
me.
He does love the sport, and he does a great job representing it.
Yeah.
And Keith, thanks again. I know you got to get back to judging.
Yeah.
Kalen Patterson, Midwest Muscle, we are out.